childhood actors who became horrible criminals. Hey, y'all boys, it's your boy Rello. We back with another YouTube video. Hey, today we're gonna be looking at that. Hey, bro. Hopefully we don't see no insane shit here, bro. I'm not trying to see motherfucking Jesse from Jesse locked up. I'm not trying to see people from fucking Living Maddie all the. Hey, I don't want to see that, bro. But hey, hope y'all enjoy the rest of the video. Hey, have a great day.
This video is sponsored by Current. Many celebrities we watched in the early 2000s went on to achieve amazing things and live out their dreams. Some returned to normal lives, but others not so much. With the pressure of growing up in the Hollywood industry, it's no doubt some ended up committing crimes and losing all the charm they once had. In today's video, we'll be talking about childhood actors who became horrible criminals. Drake Bell. Drake Bell, one of the stars of the 2004 Nickelodeon hit sitcom Drake and Josh. In the show, he played the cooler stepbrother that had a way with girls but wasn't that smart. Meanwhile, the other brother, played by Josh Peck, was the sweeter, more innocent half. Together, they made a dynamic duo whose adventures never failed to make 2000s kids laugh. The show ran for 4 seasons from 2004 to 2007, and even had a movie that premiered on Nick as well, Drake and Josh Go Hollywood. After the show ended, Dan Schneider's shows still continued. Though Schneider is a disgusting person, he still gave us some great shows. We had Zoe 1 continued. Though Schneider is a disgusting person.
Salmon cat right on the bottom of your foot. Take a pic and use Salmon cat Saturday. We'll RT and follow until our fingers get sore. I don't know.
Some great shows. We had Zoe 101, Victorious, and iCarly. But what happened to the stars of Drake and Josh? Well, Josh Peck continued his acting and voice acting career. Though when you have a role that iconic, it's kind of hard for people to not see you as that thing alone. I mean, Macaulay Culkin still gets called the Home Alone kid to this day. Anyway, Josh Peck really mirrored his TV persona, as he really seems to be a wholesome dude.
I don't want to hear about your fucking fathers and how their assholes work, alright? It makes me sick.
When the hell did he say this in the show? When did he say that in the show? My nigga Nick? Nickelodeon. Nick.com. Nick Jr. Nick Jr. Twelvington. Nigga. Why the fuck did y'all add this? There was no need.
And I fucking hope they fucking die of disease.
Okay, maybe not that clip. He returned to relevance in 2013 when he began making silly vines. Some were collabs with other popular Viners, and some were just him embracing the Josh Nichols character. As we all know, Vine shut down in late 2016. But luckily for Josh, he was friends with David Dobrik, who was peaking at that time. Not saying Josh needed him, but David including him in vlogs really gained him a new audience, kept him relevant, and not only that, he's incredibly funny. Though when the whole David Dobrik and Dirty Dom controversy was going down in 2021, Josh removed all traces of being friends with David Dobrik. Fast forward to today, and he's following David again. So it just seems like he waited for the situation to die down until he could publicly support him again. He lives happily with his wife Paige and son Max. Oh yeah, he's also pretty famous on TikTok. Now that we got done talking about the wholesome brother, let's talk about Drake Bell. Drake Bell actually has a history of crimes on his criminal record before the major one, which we'll talk about. In 2009, 2 years after Drake and Josh ended, 23-year-old Bell received a DUI due to driving under the influence. Though it appears that warning wasn't loud enough, as in 2015, reports indicate that just after 2:45 in the morning in Glendale, California, police observed a vehicle speeding and swerving. When stopped by police, they smelled alcohol on Bell, and they requested a breathalyzer test, though he refused. Since this was his second DUI in a 10-year span, Drake needed to spend mandatory time in jail. The court sentenced him to 4 days in jail along with a 4-year probation period, though he didn't spend 4 days. He spent 1. This was apparently due to good behavior. He also had to attend an alcohol education program.
Nigga, good behavior. Nigga, at that point, just say 1 day. Just say 1 day sentence. My nigga, get out on good behavior. Nigga, what did you do? Sit in your cell the whole day and be like, thank you? Nigga, like what? Nigga got out after 1 day. What the fuck? And those type of niggas to post first day out on their story and shit.
In 2020, Drake's ex-girlfriend, Melissa Lingafelt, made some disturbing statements on TikTok claiming that Bell abused her during their time together. They dated in 2006 when she was 16 and he was 20. Why that slipped under the rug, I don't know.
Drake? Come on, bro.
No. She says that he verbally and physically abused her. I'll play some of her TikTok here.
When I started dating Drake, I was 16. I was homeschooled. I moved in with him. I was singing. It wasn't until about a year when the verbal abuse started. And when I say verbal abuse, imagine the worst type of verbal abuse you could ever imagine, and that was what I got. It then turned into physical, hitting, throwing, everything. At the pinnacle of it.
Drake responded to this by saying that the claims were false and the most he did was call her names, which she returned back. Then, in 2021, reports came out that Drake Bell had exchanged inappropriate messages with a 15-year-old girl. Melissa, which is his ex, had this to say: "What he's being arrested for right now is a prime example of what I would witness. Him having inappropriate conversations online with underage girls. I saw really questionable, crazy shit on his computer. The stuff he'd be looking at was fucking insane." In July of 2021, Drake Bell was sentenced to 2 years probation on child endangerment charges. The victim, who was 19 in 2021, stated that he'd done a lot of damage to her life, including the fact that he began grooming her when she was only 12 years old. And the messages
Drake. My nigga, Drake. No, not my nigga. No, not my nigga. No. But, bro, come on, bro. 12, bro. You just like young girls, bro. That shit weird, bro.
Became, quote, blatantly sexual once she turned 15. Drake would soon address this on an Instagram video, so let's hear what he had to say.
I'm not perfect, and I made mistakes. I responded to a fan whose age I didn't know. Yet when I became aware of their age, all conversation and communication stopped. And this individual continued to come to shows and pay for meet and greets, and all while I was unaware that this was the same person I was communicating with online. And that's what I pled guilty to. It was reckless and irresponsible text messages. I want to make clear that there were no sexual images, nothing physical between me and this individual. I was not charged with anything physical.
But yeah, very horrible situation for the victim, and very stupid decisions made by a once beloved actor. Kyle Massey. Kyle Massey began his journey to stardom in the hit Disney Channel show That's So Raven. The show released in 2003, where he played Corey Baxter, the charismatic 12-year-old brother of his psychic sister, Raven. His career seemed to only be going up, even getting his own spin-off show Corey in the House in 2007.
Oh,
he continued
yeah.
appearing in Disney shows, movies, and soundtracks. Did you guys know he voiced Milo on Fish Hooks? I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, as he got older...
What? Bro, Fish Hooks is a classic. That's my top 5 favorite shows. I said shows, but favorite, like, younger TV shows.
He began to focus on music, even forming a rap duo with his brother known as the Massey Boys. As time went on, he had smaller roles in other shows, but none were as big as That's So Raven and Corey in the House. He also started a solo rap career, and it's not that bad.
Double tap my bitch, you like all her pics, plus she's super thick, plus she's super thick.
Gang, you gotta delete that shit, bro. Like, do niggas just be in the booth be like, is she super thick? Is she super thick? Like, bro, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, niggas know. The thing that be blowing me, niggas will be in the studio and niggas will be recording and not listen to the shit. Like listen to it as if you was a fan or something. Bro, there's no way you should be echoing and saying the same 5 bars in a motherfucking drill beat.
There's just something about the same kid from That's So Raven and Corey in the House rapping about fucking thick bitches. It's a little shocking. Anyway, on June 29th, 2021, Massey was charged in King County, Washington on 1 count of immoral communication with a minor, where he allegedly sent lewd photos to a 13-year-old girl. The criminal charge came after a 2000.
What's up with niggas getting famous and then niggas... I think, you know what I think? I think what niggas do when they get famous and then they be like, you know what? I'm really like, shit foreshadowing the youngins. Like, they really look up to me on some shit. Then they start talking to them. Like, all right, they're looking up to you, and you're trying to them. Like, come on, bro.
2019 lawsuit whose allegations Massey
Come on,
denied,
bro.
saying that the lawsuit was an extortion attempt, and that in early 2019, the attorneys representing the minor had demanded $1.5 million, threatening to go public with the allegation if he did not comply. The lawsuit also stated that Massey had known the accuser since she was 4 years old. Though Kyle failed to appear in court, that ended up with a warrant of $100,000 being issued for his arrest. From the research I've done, it doesn't seem like there's any further details past the ones that were already revealed. Kyle's mother has actually gone on multiple podcasts defending her son, which probably isn't the best thing to do, but a mother's gonna do what a mother's gonna do, right? Seems he's still
No, mother's not. No. If you know what your son did is wrong and demoralizing, please don't defend him, bro. Please don't.
active on social media, but this entire case is definitely gonna have an effect on getting roles in the entertainment business.
Yeah. He's not going to.
I just want to make it clear that I'm not saying that any of these people in this video are guilty. I am simply stating public information that I found from articles. Like always, all my sources will be linked down in the description below. Orlando Brown. Since we're talking about That's So Raven, let's talk about Orlando Brown, who was also part of the lead cast playing
Oh
Eddie
my
Thomas.
God.
After leaving Disney in 2007, he decided to focus on music. He remained on the music path, and in fact, it's still what he does to this day. If you guys hear a dog barking, I'm so fucking sorry. It's my neighbors. I can't. That's not my dog. That is not my dog. I'm so sorry. Anyway, Brown's legal troubles began in 2016 when he was 29 years old. Well, documented legal troubles. On February 28, 2016, in Torrance, California, Brown was arrested and later charged with domestic battery, obstruction of justice, drug possession with intent to sell, and possession of contraband in jail, following an altercation with his then girlfriend in public. Police were called to the scene after he struck her in the parking lot of a police station, and he was found by officers to be in possession of methamphetamine at the time of the incident. He failed to appear for a scheduled court date in relation to the charges, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. He was eventually taken into custody by police on March 18, 2016. Following his release from jail, he again failed to appear for a scheduled court date, and a warrant was again issued for his arrest. He fled California for Nevada and was eventually found by bounty hunters.
Listen to me, you You left California. It's a felony when you flee.
Who is? Did he? Damn. Nigga got me bewildered. Damn.
I didn't flee.
What are you doing here then, brother? You got a warrant. Felony. Listen to me, you You left California. It's a
You see that nigga face? He said he can't even say shit because he know he wanted and yeah.
felony when you flee.
I didn't flee.
What are you doing here then, brother? You got a warrant for your arrest.
I'm working.
You're
on
fucking
music.
lost. You need help.
Wouldn't care if someone crawled through my window tonight.
2 months after that, Brown was arrested by police after they found meth and a meth pipe on him. He also had another warrant out for his arrest. And in that same year, actually, Brown revealed a new tattoo on his neck, that being of Raven Simone from That's So Raven. Speaking of Raven, Orlando Brown actually had this to say about her on a Vlad TV interview.
I mean, I told you in the first interview. I mean, she gave me, and then I gave her some. I do, yeah.
Yo, we sure that this nigga still not on meth? Like, can this nigga get drug tested every day? Every day. Something wrong with this nigga. Really.
Yeah, very interesting statement. He was admitted into rehab after an intervention with friends and family. Sadly, that only lasted a week, and an embarrassing video of him got posted online, which was basically him just getting kicked out of a friend's house.
Look at this dirty ass feet.
Yep.
This
Fuck me
bum
up.
ass. Try to get us some love. He wants shit on you.
Yeah.
Now I know why he ain't got no family.
What?
Get the fuck away from here.
I got God.
You better get away from my house or you get knocked the fuck out.
Knocked out for calling God. Bro, I'm chilling, bro.
Get away from my house, yo.
I'm away from your house. Hit me. I'm away. I'm off your
If you
property.
come back over, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
I'm off your property.
You wait over here for the police.
I'm off your property.
Then in 2018, he appeared on the Dr. Phil show. It was a very odd appearance. At one point, he says that there's a 2-year-old in his baby mama's stomach, like it just hasn't been born yet.
And what's the 2-year-old's name?
2-year-old, still in the belly. Still in the belly. We don't know yet.
Okay. And what's the 5-year-old's name?
Why is this nigga eyes green? Am I tweaking? Hold up, am I tweaking?
That's Mason.
Yeah, you could tell he just wasn't in the right headspace. Heading over to April of this year, Orlando actually appeared on the No Jumper podcast, coolest podcast in the world. Speaking of podcasts, I'm starting one on my second channel, so make sure to go subscribe.
Holy
to
dick
it.
suck,
And
bro.
explains
Shut
he
up.
regrets his drug addiction.
I had 2-year binge of something that I should have never, ever indulged in.
Meth?
Yes, it's a lot of these celebrities that will never obliterate their image.
Right.
Never.
Is that a regret that you let your personal drug
no,
consumption out into the public?
I'm saying that more people need to be more truthful with themselves in order to be in the position mentally, physically, and spiritually to help someone else.
Shia LaBeouf. In the early 2000s, 14-year-old Shia LaBeouf became known among young audiences after playing Louis Stevens on the Disney Channel weekly program, Even Stevens. He was also the lead actor in the Disney movie Holes, playing Stanley Yelnats.
Shit, nigga, wasn't he in
Unlike other actors
Transformers?
on this list,
Am I
after his
tweaking?
Disney Channel era, Shia actually went on to land some big Hollywood movies. This included Disturbia, Surf's Up, Indiana Jones, and especially Michael Bay's Transformer movies. He was given the lead role of...
That's my favorite. Actually, no, that's not my favorite movie. That's my top 5 favorite movie. Top 3. This, Transformers, Coraline, and Matilda.
Sam Witwicky, which he played alongside Megan Fox, though legal issues began when he got older in 2014, specifically 28 years old. On June 26, 2014, Shia was arrested at New York City's Studio 54 Theater and charged with disorderly conduct, harassment, and criminal trespass. Following the incident, Shia actually sought outpatient treatment for his alcoholism. He pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct, while the trespassing and harassment charges were dropped. 3 years later, on July 8, 2017, Shia was arrested in downtown Savannah, Georgia at around 4 a.m. for, again, public intoxication. Police body cam footage actually shows Shia cussing at the police officers when he's getting arrested.
I have rights. I'm an American. You got me in my hotel, arrested me in my hotel for doing what, sir? Let's go. Yo, you really got these cuffs on me heavy, bro. They got cameras everywhere, you dummy. I got more millionaire lawyers than you know what to do with, you stupid bitch.
He later claimed that the incident was due to alcohol addiction. He was sentenced to probation for 1 year, including time served, as well as to seek therapy to manage his anger and substance use issues. In September of 2020, Shia LaBeouf was criminally charged with misdemeanor battery and theft. He pleaded not guilty. A judge ordered LaBeouf into a diversion program in May 2021, with the chance of the charges being dropped if Shia would complete the program within a year. Later that same year, in 2020, Shia was sued by his ex-girlfriend Talia Deborah Barnett, or better known as FKA Twigs, for sexual battery, assault, and infliction of emotional distress. The details of the case are very gruesome, so I'd rather just not say them here in this video, but just know they are bad. Shia LaBeouf actually responded to the allegations in an email to the New York Times, stating, "I have no excuses for my alcoholism or aggression, only rationalizations. I have been abusive to myself and everyone around me for years. I have a history of hurting the people closest to me. I'm ashamed of that history and I'm sorry to those I hurt. There is nothing else I can really say." I mean, it's very clear that Shia LaBeouf has an alcohol problem. I don't know about 2022, but it also seemed like he's just blaming abusing his girlfriend because of alcoholism. Like, I don't know if you just blame alcoholism and get away with it. Nah, bro, that's you. Anyway, that's not the point. Let's head on to the next one. Dana Plato. Dana Michelle Plato gained some popularity in the 1973 show The $6 Million Man when she was just 9 years old. She magnified her fame when she started the 1978 sitcom Different Strokes. And Dana actually became pregnant, and due to that, she was kicked from the show. So during my research, a lot of people in comments sections say that Dana Plato was extremely abused by the Hollywood industry. And honestly, I agree. After that, she appeared in independent films and was actually the first celebrity to appear in a video game. We've actually spoken about this video game in this video. And that's 1992's Night Trap for the Sega CD. Yeah, that was her. Toward the end of her career, Plato was given roles that were erotic. She appeared nude in Prime Suspect, Compelling Evidence, and in the softcore erotic drama Different Strokes, the story of Jack and Jill, the title of which was changed after filming in order to tie it to Plato's past. Dana separated from her ex-boyfriend Lanny Lambert in January of 1998. The same week, her mother tragically died of scleroderma. In desperation, she signed over power of attorney to an accountant who disappeared with the majority of her money, leaving her with less than $150,000. She claimed the accountant was just never found. During her March 1990 divorce, Dana lost custody of her son to Lambert and was given visitation rights. Then after that, she became engaged to Fred Potts, a filmmaker, but that also ended as well. She then later married again to actor and producer Scott Adkins. Y'all notice she was only dating people in the Hollywood industry, right? I'm sure it was just being desperate trying to get some more roles. So she wasn't getting any roles, and it came to a point where she actually had to end up working a 9 to 5. With With no idea on how to make money next,
Wow.
in February of 1991, she robbed a video store.
Dana Plato had been in the limelight. When it ended, she did a couple of B movies and posed in Playboy magazine, but her career was going nowhere. By early 1991, she was working the counter at Al Phillips on West Flamingo, thrifty dry cleaners today. Then, out of money, Plato went to a nearby video store.
I had the door open, she came in, stopped at the counter, and she pulled out a gun.
Clerk Heather Daly recognized her immediately, but handed over the money, then called police.
And they caught her coming back for her glasses that she dropped when she jumped over the wall.
It was all over the newspapers. The radio team Johnson and Tofty did what DJs
Wow.
do.
We turned it into 6 different songs, as a matter of fact.
The next year, she was arrested for forging a diazepam prescription, which she spent 30 days in jail for. Dana later moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, where she struggled with poverty and unemployment. And like I said, at one point she was working a 9 to 5, more specifically a dry cleaning store, and customers would come in and recognize her and ask her, hey, what happened to your career? Just imagine what that was doing to her mental health, dude. On May 8th, 1999, Dana and Robert Menchaca, her at-the-time husband, were returning to California, and they stopped at his mother's home in Moore, Oklahoma for a Mother's Day visit. Later on in the visit, Dana said she felt unwell and took some painkillers along with some muscle relaxers. She went outside to lie in her motorhome, which was parked just outside the house, and Robert and his family had to discover that she sadly died in her sleep. Well, she overdosed. It says here that initially it was ruled an accidental overdose, but with her history of drug abuse, they later ruled it as Dana's body was cremated and spread over the Pacific Ocean. Though that's not the saddest part. Remember when I said that she was pregnant years prior? Well, she once told a friend that she was extremely happy to have a baby because she'll, quote, never be alone again. Well, her son Tyler ended up growing up without a mother and sadly committed by turning the gun on himself at just 25 years old, 2 days before his mother's 11th year anniversary of passing away. Yeah, man, the story of Dana Plato is,
man, RIP her son, bro. That shit will really do some, like, that shit does a lot of emotional damage to somebody, bro. Losing someone like a mom, dad, you know, sibling, shit. Mom, dad, and sibling is the closest you could get to somebody's heart and really damaging it, for real, for real. And it's just like, damn.
extremely sad, and like you can make a whole video talking about it because it's just like a horrible story of a woman being abused in Hollywood. Alright guys, that was it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, it would be super cool if you.
Alright, y'all boys. Hey, look like that's it for the rest of the video, y'all. Hey, if you fuck with the video, bro, let me know in the comments. Hey, it's your boy Rello 2 times, aka Dose times Dose, on my soul.